Who are these two? Oh my god. Oh, how cute. That's fun. What a cute and fun way to summarize Sonic and Tails becoming friends before the start of Sonic 2. That's funny. Alright. I said I would stop here. I'm gonna stop here. So, next time I sit down to play this game, we'll get into Sonic 2, and then that probably won't take that long, you know, and hopefully we can get started on Sonic 3. Alright, it's been actual days, multiple, since I last recorded for Sonic Origins, which I guess, you know, last recorded period. And, you know, I just haven't been feeling that great lately for like a multitude of reasons, and I'm still not feeling that great today, but I just want to do it. I want to keep playing. I want to get this going. I want to keep the train rolling. Or, you know, however that expression is usually said. Does anyone else, like, say things that they swear they've heard other people say, and then as soon as it comes out of their mouth, they're like, that's not a real thing, is it? Is that the exact, like, words that people used before? Am I saying that right? Every time? Does anyone else get that every time? So I've been feeling like a little, sick to my tummy, kind of weird nauseous lately, which hasn't been great, but it certainly hasn't been like big sickness or anything. It hasn't really come with anything else, so I'm not like huge worried about it, but like it does suck. I don't like it very much. The responsible thing is to at least try to get the emeralds in Sonic 2, right? That's gone though at this point. Dang it. Wasted my opportunity. Well, we can always go to a different checkpoint. There are other checkpoints in Emerald Hill. They're all over the place. It's Sonic 2, baby. There's checkpoints everywhere, including one right there, but did I not hit that one yet? Yeah, I hit that one already. Well, who can say where I can go? Who could say where the wind blows? So because I'm not like doing so great, this could turn out to be like a mistake that I'm sitting down to record right now, but if it's a mistake that I'm making, it's a mistake everyone else is going to have to live with. Does everyone feel okay with that? Oh my god, all my 50 rings, all my 50 plus rings that I had that were going to let me into the special stage. How sad. Can we do it again, folks? Can we get to 50 rings again? With your help. Who am I kidding? You're not helping at all. You're not feeding me inputs that are making me play better or something. Come on, where are all the checkpoints? Have I hit them all? There's no way. There's gotta be like, unless I'm thinking of Act 2, there's gotta just be a spot somewhere in Emerald Hill over here. It's just, here's a floating platform with a checkpoint on it. I feel like it's up there, but maybe not. Also, I can't figure out how to get up there. Not sure if I can. Can I? Oh, I could totally get up there, right? Like, stop hitting the red spring. I'm being so smart, playing so smart right now. It's so easy. You just hop down here, then you miss that jump. Okay. So maybe it's not that easy. Oh my god. This is some of the worst Sonic 2 gameplay anyone's ever put up on YouTube. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. I'm making history. Oh my god, everyone's so excited for me. Yes. Now we're talking jumps. And there's just Myers up here. It's exactly what I thought. Oh. Nobody comes to this channel for my intimate Sonic 2 level layout knowledge. Fantastic running start for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive, released in November 1992 on a Tuesday, an event that forever be known as Sonic Tuesday. Woo! Still got it, baby. So, I don't know, do I deserve a take two, no pun intended, no wordplay intended, on trying to express myself about this game? I've done it before, and I felt like I didn't fully accomplish what I set out to do before. Oh man, I don't have enough rings. And I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm not sure if I could accomplish it now, either. And like, yeah, maybe all the stuff I outlined before is kind of a setback to me getting my brain in gear to express myself coherently. You know, just maybe. Oh my god, I'm 1 ring away. I'm 1 ring away, so I'll get 10. It's perfect. Now I'm 9 rings above. Hitting the threshold, baby. Saying baby a lot. So for anyone who hasn't seen it at this point, which, you know, might be a little surprising, but I'm sure y'all are out there and watching my YouTube videos for some reason. This is what the Sonic 2 special stages look like in the Taxman Stealth remake. They were given a nice 3D redo, so no more upscaled pixely backgrounds that change very suddenly. Now you actually get like a little bit of indication when a turn's coming up. You can see it. You can see the polygons come into existence in the distance. A lot of the rest of the stuff about Sonic 2 special stages still holds, though. Particularly the downward turns and upward turns are still very hard to react to. Aw, man. Oh wait, no, I was fine. I had a brain moment where I was looking at the total as like my goal and was like, oh no, but I'm 3 below, or 5 below. I'm at 103. That's just Sonic and Tails working together, baby. See, there I go again. Huh, I'm in a mood today. I'm just going to end every single little exclamation I have with baby. Anyway, yeah, it was the first special stage. We're doing pretty good because it's hard not to. Oh, look at the camera movement. Anyone else ever notice the camera movement in this? Wow. Couldn't do that on the Genesis. I mean, you couldn't, and you couldn't. Oh! I forgot to mention the really important thing. I'm sure it's been staring people in the face because you could actually see it. Because the first bit of Emerald Hill is from my last recording session, before I discovered that there's already mod loader support for Sonic Origins and mods out there. Yeah, day 1. I mean, like I said, I'm recording this a few days after, but you can check out the comments on a lot of those mods, and they are day 1. There are day 1 mods out for Sonic Origins. That was funny, I fell on the rotating animation. Can I get another checkpoint, anyone? Anyone want to give your old blue buddy Hedgehog another checkpoint? Thank you. Tossing a cough while I'm in there. Tossing a second cough. I should drink some water, but, okay, I can pause. Thank goodness. So everyone, take it in. It's beautiful. The game is running without an upscaler that just blurs everything. Look at the crisp, distinct, separate pixels. Now, depending on how good YouTube will let you see this, you know, how good it will look when it's on YouTube, you might be able to tell that it's still not perfect. Now, that's strange. I had the same reaction when I pulled it up too, because I'm literally using the exact same filters as in Mania. That's what this mod does. Originally, it was a mod that replaced the upscaler with a nearest neighbor upscaler, so every pixel is just made into an even integer by integer pixel. So, like, in the case where the game is being rendered at a stretch resolution, it will try its best to make every pixel into an integer in width and height. So you might end up with uneven pixel widths or heights, one or the other, on different lines. But that's not the point. The point is that, like, even that looked a little blurry. Then the update that came next with that mod added all of the upscaling filters. Oh, sorry, Tails. From Mania, which includes CRT filters, which I'm not using. So I'm currently using Mania's... Oh no, I'm screwing this up because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. I'm so sorry. 1 ring! I had it. I'm just saying, everyone, I so clearly had that one. Oh well. I'm using... Oh yeah, coins. How novel. I'm using Mania's Sharp upscaler, which was its default look that was just, you know, almost nearest neighbor. It just does some fancy fun math whenever the game is not displayed at an even integer pixel ratio resolution. So what am I getting at? It turns out that all 4 of the games in Sonic Origins, yeah, I believe all 4. I was testing in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Hold on, is it the same here? Let me do a little zoom in. Yeah, it's the same here. It seems that all 4 games in this collection are displayed very slightly stretched horizontally. Just very slightly. Oh, so slightly. And you wouldn't have known if it weren't for fans adding better, clearer shaders to the game, because it was all blurred to heck. So the reason you can tell that it's very slightly horizontally stretched, and I'll try to remember to put in video editing a little zoom in for y'all so you can really see it, is that everything, absolutely everything vertically looks crisp, perfect edges. You can make out the separation between every vertical line of pixels. But horizontally, in places you can see where the pixels blur into each other just a little bit by, in this case I have the game at 3 times size, they're blurring into each other by 1 pixel in places. And that's how you can tell that I've got it at the right resolution, the exact right resolution, because as soon as I stretch this vertically to try to make it the perfect horizontal resolution, it will look bad vertically. It looks good enough horizontally. I can't get them to be equally 1 by 1, you know, integer-sized pixels. So that's funny and all. I really have to wonder what happened to this game in its development that like made that happen. I want to get up there. All right, what's the cool jump trick to get up there? Is it as simple as like go up off this ramp? Oh, I actually have to jump there. Ooh, can I make that jump from there? That seems kind of far. Oh, but I can get some mad height. Okay, so I think I want to go like further up. Can I get on top of that loop? Well, I'll actually have to get rings if I want to do that. You know, maybe I shouldn't fret about it. I got coins. If I just get to any checkpoint with 50 at any point in this game, that'll be as many special stage tries as I want. Oh yeah, speaking of which, speaking of coins, I don't know, you might have noticed that my total's different. It's because I went and spent like as many as I could on the museum after I stopped playing last session. I just really wanted to. I wanted to see all the cool illustrations that are included with this game. I just needed to. Turns out the music that's included is pretty boring. A lot of it is... The vast majority of it is just music from Generations, which is strange. There's the Super Smash Bros. Brawl remix of Angel Island. And like a couple other things. I think it's really not much. And then all the videos are all of the cutscenes and Sonic CD's cutscenes, opening and ending cutscenes, and all the episodes of Sonic Mania Adventures, and that's it. All of the unlockable ones that you pay coins for are just animatics of every single one of those things, except for the Sonic CD ones, I think. So that's charming and all, it's just not like the most exciting thing I could put my in-game currency toward just yet, so I'll worry about unlocking stuff later. But then I got more coins because I played all of Sonic 3 and Knuckles as Knuckles. I couldn't help myself. I just really wanted to play Sonic 3, but I didn't want to like spoil myself on the specifics of playing through it as Sonic and Tails for story mode. So I did the next best thing and just played through Knuckles stuff and had a good time because it's Sonic 3. It's a good time. And I got a bunch of coins because you get 3 of them for every special stage cleared, and oh, you know I got all of the Chaos Emeralds and Super Emeralds. It's not that bad. I'm a Blue Spheres aficionado, and of course, it only gets easier when you have instant retries through the coins feature. So, had a lot of fun with that. Drink some more water. So there you go, you're now up to date, up to speed. It's a more appropriate turn of phrase to where I am with this game coming back to it today. Let's get ourselves another coin. I like that the modders give you 1, and then you get 3 from places where you'd normally get continues. That's kind of fun. I'm kind of getting into the pace of getting coins in this game. Now, I've also heard that through debug mode, you could just place a coin monitor and grind infinite coins, basically, in a lot of these, in maybe all of these games. And that's funny. I don't know if I'll bother doing that because I like the gameplay loop. I don't know, I'm certainly not going to do it on camera, that's for sure. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, all of... You know, my throat's just a little dry. Just a little rough. I don't have a sore throat. I'm not that kind of sick. It's just a little dry. Oh, would you look at that? We get to do another special stage in Sonic 2. We're already on the 3rd one. Apparently this is yellow, kind of orange, kind of yellow and orange, which I think is kind of a very appropriate place for yellow to be. I've never been a big fan of yellow that leans pure yellow or green. You know, like, there's a place for the kind of yellow that these rings are in these classic Sonic games, and I think, like, you know, this is one of those places. It's used in a way that it contrasts with other things very well, but it's not a yellow that I like in isolation. So the special stage color palette is kind of doing it for me. It's kind of a good yellow. And that's what I have to talk about for 40 seconds. As soon as those 40 seconds ran out, I didn't have anything else to say. Thank you, Tails, for lingering behind just a little bit and catching those stragglers that I was too scared to stay there for. It turns out I was playing exactly perfectly by timing my jumps when I did, because it meant that you could help me. Clearly, you are the buddy that I need in my life. 160, huh? I bet we can do that. Just the two of us. We're such a good team, Tails. Tails, we're such a good team, right? Tails, you are super capable and good at this, as I am, right? Tails? Look, I get it. I know this is the Sonic 2 special stage experience. I know that I've been, like, somewhat missing out by tuning out of them so early. It doesn't mean I have to be okay with it when it comes around to being my reality. That's exactly where I was before, except I have more rings than Tails does this time. Which is probably a really good thing going into this last section. Yep, that's a really good thing, because he loses a lot fewer now. Oh no, I forgot to stay on that side. Oh my god, 19 rings to go, please. Alright, I got this. See, that's really, like, the actual problem with Sonic 2 special stages, is that they're very easy to screw up and require a lot of memorization. I remember having this exact criticism in my Sonic 2 LP. But, like, specifically requires so much repetition while you have to, like, go between levels. you have to play through more level between each attempt. And it's hard to internalize the stuff you have to memorize within the special stages. Oh no, that's not good. And I didn't pay attention to my ring total at all. I can't remember if they like take away your 50 rings when you exit one of them or not. That's probably a factor. If it's not there, then it's not there. That's whatever. I'll try to notice that as we get to the next one. You know, whenever that is. Ooh, well, that was close. I could have gotten crushed because it's the Retro Engine Sonic remakes, so they're much less friendly about where you can stand as Sonic the Hedgehog without dying. Tight spaces. Taxman and Stealth said that Sonic does not like tight spaces. He dies instantly. Oh man, well I wasn't going to have 50 rings going to that one. It's fine. Alright, well, we're just gonna wrap up Chemical Plant and see if Aquatic Ruin is going to be anything close to friendly to us for special stage stuff. Didn't I say at the outset of this Sonic 2 run that I was going to see if I could express myself a little better about the game? Didn't I say that? Does anyone remember me saying that? Sorry for saying that and then just completely leaving it off the table. Brushing it to the side. Alright, let's think about this for a moment. I brought up some stuff in, I think, the Sonic 1 and Sonic CD portions already. Specifically, like, Sonic 2 feels kind of like nothing when I play it. Everything's over very quickly. Sonic CD is also over very quickly, but I like it. So there's got to be more to it than just the simple like dismissal of the game on the basis of it being kind of quick. Not having much substance. The problem is there might not be that much general to it. Like, I can think of some stuff in advance that's very true, very easy. There's got to be like a special stage somewhere I can get to, right? Look at me, I've got 72 rings. I want to use them. I want to use them in the world, because this is the end of the act right here. That's it. I need to be not here. Like, really badly. Well, never mind. Thanks, everyone. Why can't I go back there? Oh boy, I was on some weird path swapper business. Okay, well... Okay, well, the dream is dead, so let's just go. See, like, that level just really happened so quickly. There's a mix in Sonic 2 between levels that just go by in the blink of an eye and you're not really doing much of anything the whole time. But they also don't really have much in the way of spectacle either, so they're kind of divorced from a lot of what Sonic 3 does, where it's also a lot of you're not really doing that much some of the time. But at least, you know, in Sonic 3, you're going through loops multiple times in Sandopolis and Ice Cap. You're running on the top of waters for a while in Hydro City. Other things like that. That was very cool. I really wanted to turn around, but Sonic 2 was like, well, I'm sorry, you jumped out of a roll, so can't really let you have that one. Now I'm gonna drown. Because I also decided to jump out of a roll again. It's always that. Now, there's a mix between those kinds of levels, and then there's also levels like Mystic Cave. And parts of Metropolis, though, in a weird way, I've kind of come around on Metropolis since playing Underwater Metropolis, so let's see how that goes when we get there. But there's levels like Mystic Cave where they're just kind of weirdly cramped in ways that just don't actually feel very fun to play through. I feel like, in a weird turn, Chemical Plant has this problem at times. Whenever it's not, like, sending you through a bunch of fast set pieces, which are, you know, some of the more cinematic and what was the word I just used earlier? for Sonic 3's level design. I just had it. I mean, yeah, I just had it, now I don't have it. That's really strange. My brain is not cooperating with me. Sorry, everyone. Real brain not cooperating hours. But, like, it's the most that Sonic 2 gets, is in Chemical Plant. But, like, Chemical Plant, when it's not doing that, has a tendency to do the same sort of thing as Mystic Cave, where you'll be in these kind of, like, cramped spaces and have to just deal with it. Oh, and Casino Night has its in spots, too. It's the classic, like, stuff people complain about. Parts of Spring Yard and Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone for in Sonic 1. And, you know, this is the part where I readily admit that at least part of my feelings on Sonic 2 have been, like, accelerated over the years by... Oh, thanks. Oh my god, just let me out of the water, please. Wow! My jump wouldn't go up. My jump just wouldn't go up. Aquatic Ruin is being a butt right now. Specifically, Act 2 is being just a huge pain in my pain. A huge source in my pain. As I was saying, my feelings on Sonic 2 are definitely exacerbated by, like, the knowledge that people treat it like it's the good one. People outside of the Sonic fandom who remember their times as kids with Sonic games are like, yeah, Sonic 2 was so cool, and, like, that's whatever. That's totally fine. And then people within the Sonic fandom who like these games, because to be clear, the Sonic fandom is stupidly divided and has a lot of different sects that don't even like these 2D games at all. For all sorts of reasons. Let's not even get into it. But the people who like these games will either tout Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sometimes Sonic CD. But that's definitely the outlier at this point. In terms of whatever people think is the best Sonic game from this era. And, like, it's so hard not to be a contrarian when you have opinions about this kind of stuff. It's so... you have to keep yourself in check so much when it comes to this kind of stuff to not end up falling into the trap of, like, having your opinions influenced to become, like, even stronger, the kind of opinion that they are, because of the way other people engage with the same subject. Like, it's so hard. I can't think of, like, other examples right now offhand, but, like, it's like the culture warring of talking about a work of fiction. Oh my god. Oh, I'm over here now. Oh wait, no, that's just how that loop works. We're fine. Everything's fine. That's just how that loop works. I really don't want these to follow me again. I just want to go over here with my 56, 57, 58, 59 rings. I didn't touch this checkpoint already, did I? Oh my god. Well, great. No. There's gotta be another checkpoint I can get to. This is gonna be the worst. I'm going to be, like, mildly obsessed with getting special stage attempts in this run, and it's just gonna ruin everything. Everyone's going to be sad. No one's going to enjoy watching this. I'm not going to enjoy playing it. I'm exaggerating. I think this is fine. This is honestly fine. But, like, sometimes as a Let's Player, your brain is just running with, like, okay, what kinds of things can I say that I can then unravel into... Whoa! Okay, well, thanks. We'll just start this level over again. Oh wait, I hit checkpoints, though. It's going to make this, more annoying. You know, I never realized how annoying the enemies in Aquatic Ruin are until, you know, just now. Just now is when it happened, when I noticed. Oh my god, I was having like a whole discussion and everything, and I got completely derailed by video games happening to me. Actively happening to me. Yeah, the enemies here kind of suck. They're kind of causing me a lot of issues. Why was I still rolling? Oh my god, I was trying to say things. Why have I just never had this much issue with Aquatic Ruin in my life? Okay, cool, that does put me before the checkpoints. That hopefully means that those checkpoints are now reactivated, and I can live. I can use all of the accumulated knowledge I've gotten from starting this level over 5 times to not face 15 million issues in my attempt to get a special stage attempt. It shouldn't be this bad, you know, but it has to be this bad. It has to so be this bad. Oh, I can just get to that checkpoint just like that, huh? Okay. See, it's like there's so many of these guys, and they come in staggeredly, so sometimes one of them will be moving and the other one stops. And then it'll move a second later when the other one stops. And it's like, oh, I have to keep track of what all these guys are doing all the time in order to best choose my motion to not have a problem with them. This funny thing happens though where like I end up having a problem with them anyway. It's just so natural. Can I get up there from here? Oh my god, more of you guys. Just shoot your arrow already. I know I have to be to the right of you, just shoot it. You're kidding me. Where can I get just one more little guy? Oh my god, I almost got crushed again. I'm going to scream. I'm gonna lose it, little buddy. My favorite little buddy, Tails. Oh no, now I'm on the other path. And there's a grounder down there, I want it gone. I want that grounder to stop existing. Man, Aquatic Ruin loops are really messed up. I think I even, like, kind of knew that from the way other people talk about this game already. But it's just not something I really experienced directly. But they're really messed up. My god, finally. Special Stage 4. Well, at the very least, you can all rest assured that you're getting a very different experience from my other Sonic 2 LP watching this. It's not just a rerun, it's not just a rehash, it's Sonic Origins. Man, only 40 rings, huh? It must be really easy to lose them. That must be the bit. Woo! Alright, let me see if I can refocus myself again. The last thing I really remember talking about, because it was like a concrete subject and all, was the bit about cramped level design in Sonic 2 that I feel like nobody really talks about. Oh, there goes Tails running into those bombs because I'm trying to run between them and he can't follow immediately, and there goes me losing out on the possibility of getting a bunch of rings because I just didn't move good. And I didn't know. I didn't know they were going to be there. It's not enough. Gotta do it again. Just do it again. People don't really talk about the level design in Sonic 2 very much. I think it comes up somewhat, but like in a lot of my experience, people talk about Sonic 2 only in contrast to Sonic 1, you know? Like what a leap ahead it was. How exciting it is that Sonic has a second character to bounce off of. And he's so cute. Look at Tails, he's like a little guy. Everyone loves a little guy. You can't go wrong with a little guy. He's great. But the level design in a vacuum is just kinda a lot of the time. At least that's how it feels to me. And because it's like, it's hard to put like a good adjective to it. Like an adjective that like means anything. Not necessarily like a positive adjective. I could probably do that if I really wanted to. But the thing I want to get at... Oh yeah, I should be like using the jump feature, huh? Because it just sends you to the about the other side of the half pipe. That was a bad jump to try. I did even worse this time. It just kind of, it just happens. The level design in this game very much happens. I can't articulate any better. This is exactly what I came to last time I played this game. Brain unfocused environment. Just not helping in this moment. Go figure. I'm just gonna casually focus on this for a little bit. And then maybe, once Aquatic Ruin is done existing, I can just have a better time trying to get some basic thoughts out. Does ever remember when I played Sonic 2 last time and I hit Casino Night Zone and was like, alright, it's Casino Night, so it's a level that I have fun with, it's gonna be fun, we're gonna have a good time, I'm going to get my thoughts out coherently. And I didn't. Does everyone remember that? What, does Sonic 2 just have like an effect on me? I feel like that's gotta be the most logical explanation at this point, right? That like, it's got some SCP, like, unexplainable phenomenon going on that just affects my ability to, one, express anything about it, two, express anything while I'm playing it. I think that's the most logical explanation. Alright, I made it to the third part of the special stage this time. Can't guarantee I'm going to make it through it, but, you know, I'll turn the old motor mouth back on. The old mouth motor. Start the motor on my mouth. I have to stop talking. I have to stop trying to say the thing that I'm saying. That's terrible. I did not like how any of those sentences were formed. This is the diamond pattern section. This is where they're like, oh, here I have a bunch of diamonds. Would you look at that? Could have done it without Tails. Would have made it just fine. Nah, probably not. He picked up some important rings for me, I'm sure, and then dropped them. Now, ain't that a good color aesthetic right there? Blue, purple, red, pink. I can get behind that. Alright, well, the funny thing is, I'm now noticing it doesn't take your rings away. And you might not know this about me, but I actually know of another checkpoint we can go to in this zone. I've been there. It'll be just like visiting family. As long as I can get there safely without huge issue. Ugh, okay. I see. I understand. Alright, well, we'll just casually make our way there again. And it'll be fine. See, I know exactly where I am. I know exactly what to do. It's all about the execution. What is Tails doing? Is he jumping around? Is he just having a fun time in the water? Or just splashing? Tails, you having a splash down there? Oh no, that's what's up. Okay, I understand. Oh, that's frustrating. That's why that other checkpoint got checked off earlier. Is because when you collect the checkpoint, it doesn't let you collect one from earlier in the stage. It makes sense, you know, to keep you from losing progress when you die, but man, well, there's gonna be another one before the boss, right? So, oh my god, these guys! You get me in the middle of a loop. You get me when I'm looping. Tails, where are you? Tails! Why are you right here? Stop doing that. It's gonna drive me insane. Oh my god. Never have I been more annoyed by a repeated game sound effect. My little buddy. I mean, I'm glad you didn't drown. Good on you for not staying in the water and drowning. But my god, dude. the noises. Oh my god, okay. We're gonna be scrounging for rings, fellas, folks, and friends. Ugh, because we want our shot. And with that, we just might get it. Beautiful. Alright, well, it only gets harder from here. What is this, like a pumpkin-themed special stage? See, it's even got the base color of orange with green as a highlight color. That's pumpkin. That's pumpkin. Oh, we're okay. You really wanted me to be that high up for that one, huh? Okay. Alright. Then that's what I gotta do, I guess. Or, you know, maybe with my luck, I won't have to do anything, and this will just go by first attempt, magically. 110? No way. Oh no, look at how many rings Tails has. Oh, that could be a problem. That could end up being, like, a problem's problem. You know, like, if the problem has a child, that's a problem's problem. Oh no! Everyone see that? Everyone saw that. Well, I spent a coin so that I can do it again. That's my life today. But we're so close, right? This is the 5th one? This is the 5th one. Just two more of whatever this is, 2 more sessions of this, and then I can just have a smooth Sonic 2 ride. Oh, and this is a Sonic 2 with a separate special Super Transform button, right? So I don't have to worry about Super Sonicing when all I want to do is jump. Ooh. That should be interesting. I can go super when I want to. And probably the reality of it is I will want to go super, because it's a novelty I haven't really experienced in Sonic 2 in specific before. There's a first for everything. Oh! Ouch! Man, if I hadn't gotten hit, we'd do it again. We'd do it again. $200? You better be giving me a lot of rings then. They're gonna give me so much and they're going to take them away. They're going to take them all away. It's so scary when it asks me to be on the ceiling. What am I gonna do on the ceiling? I'm gonna fall. Oh no. Come on. Oh no, just 4 short. That's not too bad though. That got a lot less aggressive in the last phase. I bet I can do it. Oh my god, I had a memory lapse and was thinking of the first section. Oh, I still made it. That doesn't mean that wasn't still a loss though. I had like a really good pace going from the first section. Oh, I jumped for no reason. Pattern recognition brain was like, oh, they do that thing that they opened with twice, right? Because why wouldn't they? That's how a lot of the other special stages have been so far. And here we go. I'm gonna miss it all. Just barely. Just slipped it in. Nice, that's also kind of like a slightly orangish mustard yellow for a yellow. Some good emerald colors in this game, I gotta say. Compared to like Sonic 1 and Sonic 3, some good emerald colors. Nice and bright. Alright, well, everyone get ready for the classic. You know what this boss does. Tails, you're gonna fall in a second. Right, oops. Maybe I should stop doing the spin dash method, because if I'm in the... If I jump, I'm in the air more. It's over already. I got enough hits before I decided to change strategy that, like, kind of didn't matter that I decided to change strategy. By the way, funny side thought. A lot of mod loaders for Sonic games happen to have like a community-sourced codes that you can load in that aren't mods. They just disable or enable functions of the game. And currently, the only one that's available in the Hedge mod loader is hide the autosave icon when playing. And that's really funny to me. Like, yeah, it doesn't look great. It's just specifically funny that that's the first thing people have gone to figure out how to do through basic code editing. Not any, like, always invincible, always have this many rings, or anything like that. No, we gotta get rid of that autosave icon. Casino Night. So something I realized recently is that it truly is just fun to play a bouncy level in a Sonic game and just let stuff bounce you. Collision Chaos Act 1 in CD is a fantastic example of this. There's so many places in that zone where you could just jump onto a bumper and then put the controller down and just let the game play itself for a bit. You won't make any progress, but, like, that's not the point. The point is that it's just stuff happening. It's kind of funny. It's fun to just sit there and see what all the different bounce angles from bumpers will do in conjunction, just based on the angle you happen to approach one of them at. So it'll send you into another one at a hard to predict angle. It'll send you into another one at a hard to predict angle. I almost just got crushed there. And it's just fun. And I wonder if oh, why'd I do that? I wonder if Casino Night has anything like that, you know? Man, and I could have 50 rings it. I could have had it right there, and yet I didn't. I made a fundamental mistake in my attempts to live. Ooh, I had a fun conversation with a mutual on Twitter recently about what these things are. Now, the classic, in my experience in the Sonic community, maybe just the classic Sonic community, is hot dogs. And, you know, they said something that I hadn't really considered before, which is, dang, those are some pretty long, thin dogs, if that's the case. And, you know, to be fair, I think I've seen Wurts that are, I've seen Franks, I've seen Wurts that are kind of like that, real long and thin, and they're funny. But I don't know. They thought they had someone else say burger to them, and I was like, you know, I also understand burger, but it would have to be like just a patty in the bun, right? Like, there's nothing else there. It's just kind of like a small, thick bun on a wide patty, and no other toppings on your burger. No other toppings on your burger. And that's how Casino Night denizens choose to live, I guess. And, you know, I'll respect it. But what they had to say was that they thought they were poker chips. And then my first thought was, those look pretty thick for poker chips. And they have kind of an odd shape on the sides for poker chips. But at the same time, I kind of get it, right? Like, one, it would just make sense for the environment and the aesthetic. Like, yeah, of course. We put poker chip platforms in our casino level. Like, duh. I just never considered it my whole life because they don't fully look poker chip-ish enough to me. 220. Now, I'm starting to believe that maybe the designers of these special stages are getting a little overzealous with what they want to ask of the players, because, you know, I gotta say, 220, that's too big of a number. Like, period. I don't think anyone should ever be asked to have that much of anything. Now the problem is we live in a world where people are often asked to have much more than that in terms of money on hand, money in savings, money ready to spend for any reason, and I think that's a problem. So my statement still holds. I think that's too much, but it's also a reality of modern living. I've spent at minimum that much this year on games, and we're only halfway through the year, so that's cool. At least, like, some of that was spent on some novelty crap that I'm happy to have. I've been building a Game Boy and Game Boy Color collection for fun, not like to be a collector, but to have a bunch of games that are that I would hopefully want to load up, or games that I would want to be able to load up to show to people because they're not games I would play, but they'd be fun to show off. And you know, a good bit of my money this year has been going to that, and I think it's been worthwhile. It's been making me happy, and at the end of the day, it's a big part of what matters with what you spend money frivolously on. At the very least, you don't want to frivolously spend money on something that isn't going to make you happy. Like, that sounds kind of bad. That sounds like what people get roped into doing when they play mobile games. Oh no, okay. That's a scenario where I absolutely just have to jump. I gotta get out of there by jumping. Can I even still do this at this point? Man, I have to jump like way earlier than that if I want to get those ones. 220. Okay, it's on that side. 220. No, it's there, it's in the center. And now I'm definitely not getting it. Was only short 17. 17 is so easy to come by. And yet. One short, one short, one short, one short. This isn't happening. Oh, so far from happening. I had a moment back there going into the third section of this one where I had just over 180, got hit once during the opening section of the third part, and thought, oh, good. And then realized I was feeling good about having broken even. That was as good as I was going to get going into that bit. Well, we're already at 6 of 7. That's pretty exciting, I gotta say. If only because I'm terrified of whatever Special Stage 7 is going to be like in this game. I have no clue, I've never seen it. And I get the feeling it's going to be like, you know, a half-hour affair. When I next get to a special stage, make sure to pay close attention to my coin count. Can't imagine it's going to, can't imagine I'm going to break even there. In fact, like, I'm expecting that this is Casino Night Zone. I'm expecting I'm going to have the chance to get another special stage here because look at all the rings I've got. Plus, it's Casino Night, right? There's got to be another checkpoint. No, we're at like the end of the act. This is it. So, oh no, we're at the end of the act. Yeah, okay. Well, it's still Casino Night. There's a strong chance I'll be able to get the rings I need next act as well. Now see, like, the coins feature for retrying special stages, for specializing retry stages, like, is definitely like a newbie feature. It's like good for people who are not used to these games and not experienced with them. Oh my god, Tails popped that one from below, that's awesome. But at the same time, you know, it's very much also good for if you happen to have problems with the special stages in one game in particular. But you've always wanted to do it. You've always wanted to be able to say you've gotten all the emeralds in that game. And like, that's understandable. I've always wanted to be able to say I can get the emeralds in this game. But I've never been able to. And I guess it's going to change today. It's official, and it's not save state, so I can't really say it's an unwelcome assistance feature or anything that like tarnishes the way you are expected to play these games. That'd be silly. I don't feel that way. And anyone who does feel that way, I think, should really examine their outlook on what accessibility could be like in these older games. What we can do about them to make them easier for people to get into them. Because the thing is, someone could get really good at this game from having played it their first time in Sonic Origins with all of these helpful features like no life count, no game overs, special stage retries, and then they could go back and play either the mobile version or even the original version, not in widescreen, or play the original version here, where it similarly runs in 4x3 and has lives, and that bumper's just gonna keep bouncing me into this, huh? Oh, hey. Well, ain't that fun? Anyone know of a nearby checkpoint, maybe? Someone could take the skills that they build in the safer environment, where the game is much more forgiving, you know, while still being Sonic 2. None of this really changes the level design or the boss design. You know, good luck to people playing Death Egg on their first try in this game. Like, all that being said, they develop skills that they can take with them to other versions of the game that are less lenient. So there's much more benefit to expanding the leniency of these games in this particular way, even. This is a good implementation. There's much more benefit than there is, like, loss of the game's integrity. And let's be real, the only people who really talk about, like, loss of an old game's integrity are the people who've been playing old games for decades. The people who, like, believe there's some sort of... I don't want to say, like, holiness, because it's not quite like that, but there's definitely, like, some projected importance to the idea of older games being hard and being inaccessible and being a little gatekeepy about that. Now, the other thing to realize is that in this day and age, there are some gates that really should be kept. A lot of people tend to look at gatekeeping as it's like an act that has inherent negativity to it, and in a lot of places it sure does, such as retro gaming and collecting games, and the inaccessibility of buying old games because they keep getting more expensive because they're collector's items that everyone is desperately trying to snatch up, and only the people who have tons of money can actually get them, and the people who have tons of money who want to get them don't want to play them anyway. They don't even want to dump them. They're like, oh, well, I paid money for the privilege of owning this item. If anyone else could just play this game at any time, it would ruin the value of my arcade cabinet, or my PCB, or my cartridge. That's how they talk, by the way. That's how every person who has money talks, just to be super clear. If you have money, you talk like that, you just don't know it. The thing I was getting at before that big tangent was that, like, it's good to be able to give people who didn't grow up in this generation of just, I mean, having all the time in the world, to be clear, to get good at a game as a kid, and you could like really insist upon it to yourself and just spend your entire weekend every weeknight after school playing the same game over and over again because you were that interested in it. We live in a world of too many options these days, and most people will turn away from that kind of difficulty because they could be doing something that doesn't make them frustrated. You know, it's a different world from how it used to be. It really is. People will scoff at that. People will think about that idea and be like, well, that sounds like their problem. That they grew up in a different world from me. And like, not really. They were always going to grow up in this world. So lighten up. People having more opportunities to get into older games like this because they've been given new tools to play them with that allow them to circumvent the more frustrating aspects, allow them to circumvent losing a lot of progress or that sort of thing. Any of that kind of stuff. I had like good brain for a moment there and I kind of lost it, so we're just gonna retreat back into being vague, using vague words about things. When people have those kinds of opportunities, they're more likely to actually stick with these older games, and that is a good thing. And it's either they'll get like one good experience out of that game, and great, good for them, or they'll get invested enough, like they will have gotten over the hurdle of starting to get into a game, to actually get invested with it enough to want to play it again, and want to play it on different difficulties, and want to play it without those assistance tools to see if they're good enough, because they're interested in being good at the game for the intrinsic value of feeling like you're playing the game better. It's really healthy, honestly, to be able to reframe difficulty in games from what it has been for years, which has been like, you either play it at its intended difficulty, or you're not playing the game right, or you won't get respect if you don't learn how to play a game on its higher difficulties and be able to show off and be able to say like, oh yeah, I know I can beat Contra 1cc. Yeah. One-handed. Yeah, I can do it with just my fingers and my thumb on one hand. Like, reframing it from that to just the intrinsic satisfaction of being able to show yourself that you can do something you weren't able to do yesterday. Or the feeling of being able to, you know, for instance, in a 2D Sonic game, go somewhere you didn't think you could go. That's a challenge. That is a difficult thing. Not only can it be demanding execution-wise, you know, depending on the scenario, it can also be demanding on the forward thinking and the understanding of the game's mechanics and the understanding of the game's motion. Just incidentally, you know, to keep tying this into other lived experiences of mine, I need to pause for a sec. I need to drink some water. Let's be real here. To tie this into other lived experiences of mine, just recently on the Discord server we have for the podcast I do with my friend Mitt, Let's Talk About Sonic Like All of It, which you should join and chill out there. We talk about Sonic on there, you know, collectively as a community. It's a small community. It's very relaxed. It's a very cool space to be your best Sonic fan. I posed like a really small challenge, just to folks on there to get to a particular spot that seems inaccessible in Angel Island Act 1 as Knuckles, while climbing up there. If I can remember, also editing brain, I'll try to splice in the footage of that really quick, because I'm sure it's going to be more interesting than what you're currently watching me doing. All it really requires is doing a jump with a little bit of speed up that small little slope that's there, and then redirecting that toward the wall with your glide. That's all it takes. because Knuckles can't jump that high in that spot otherwise. Even jumping from over to the left, there isn't really like a good spot for you to jump that isn't already sloped terrain that will make your jump lower as you're going to the right. So like that's all it takes. You have like a little bit of knowledge of the way characters interact with the terrain, how it can boost your jumps, and you use that to get up on the wall, and then from there it's just wall to wall to wall. And it seems like really simple, but if you don't know that first step of using the terrain to your advantage to influence the way your characters jump off the terrain, it might seem impossible. And that's kind of interesting, isn't it? That in itself is a small challenge of learning and understanding the way the game functions. Just on a base level. You can apply that knowledge anywhere in all 3 games in order to do things you didn't think you could be able to do before knowing that. That's one of the most fundamental reasons why I really, really like these games. Just on a base level. It's why even as I'm sitting here talking for the umpteenth time about how, like, Sonic 2 is an experience that flies by, that, like, just doesn't make me feel very satisfied playing it. There's still a lot of fun things I can do on the micro level that I do get satisfaction from, that are fun and interesting and silly. And what's better than doing something silly in a video game? I like looking at the worth and value of doing silly things in video games, because it's a space where you do things you can't do in real life. And there's a lot of room there for the fantastic, obviously. A lot of people, I almost made... I mean, I did make the same mistake as before because Tails lost all those rings. 1 ring! I can do it, though. I can do it. I'm so close. A lot of people escape to games to do the fantastic, to do the things that are actually completely impossible in real life. And yeah, doing a spin dash jump off of a slope to get some insane height, yeah, that is something impossible in real life. But it's also like, it's so normal for video games, you know what I mean? It's a 2D platformer. Who doesn't know this genre to death? It's just another silly thing you can do in a 2D platformer. And like, I love that. I love doing silly things in 2D platformers. I don't know, maybe I can't explain this any better. It's just good to play video games to do silly things. It gives you life. It gives me life. I like it. It gives me life. So, whether or not it gives you life, whatever, I get life out of it. This is my Let's Play. I'm talking about what makes me happy. See, this is why I do Let's Plays, you know? Oh my god, I almost did it again. Woo! But not this time, baby. Wow, scraping by. Haven't even been to this part yet. This is my first time getting to the 3rd one, and I just talked this whole time. I can't cut any of that out. Sorry. Oh my god, I remember this. Never mind, I have seen parts of this special stage before because people have talked about it. Like, I've watched reviews of Sonic 2. Oh no, that was invisible. That was just straight up mean. There was nothing to that but being mean. Well, what is the ring total I'm supposed to get? I didn't even look. I was so transfixed on the fact that I'm playing this. Can I do it? Can I do it? I'm just moving, so like, I'm gonna miss so many rings. First try, baby. First and last try. I'm never doing this again. You know, maybe that's not true. Maybe what I'll end up doing at some point in my life is playing more Sonic 2 in Origin, specifically with all the special stage retries, and then taking... You know, it's just like I was saying earlier, I'll take that skill that I'm developing in this safe context, 210 rings. I'll take it to, you know, a less safe context, where I don't have the same kind of safety net for playing the game as I do here. And now we fight the Casino Night boss, and the roll jump control lock is going to make it not very fun. And that's okay. This boss is like interesting and funky, but because of the nature of the way the pinball flippers work, the angles that they send you at, the fact that he's electrified from the bottom, so you have to hit him from the top, and the fact there's the roll jump control lock, making the only other viable strategy, which is running up from the sides or rolling up from the sides and jumping. And let's face it, spin dashing is easier than running up the sides, though running is possible. Like that. Kind of makes this boss kind of hard. You know, I was saying all that, and the thing I realized at the very end was that you actually kind of can build up some good running speed from going down the quarter pipe. So never mind. That's actually fine. I should just work on doing that more in my life, and I'll probably have a better, more fun time with that boss in the future. Learning. Learning is what that is. Easily my favorite zone in the game, Casino Night, not this one. I'm talking about Casino Night still. Tails, you almost killed me. I'm just saying. Oh no, my buddy, don't fall in the lava. He's trying so hard. He wants to be just like me. Oh boy. I really do want to get back to it though. I mean, we got all the Chaos Emeralds. What's gonna be better than like trying to reroute myself into talking about Sonic 2 as like a game? I think it still holds true what I said last time that I played this about Hilltop Zone, that like I like it more than a lot of other people do because it is a more platformy stage. It involves a lot more linear challenges that make sense to my platforming brain compared to other Sonic 2 zones, which feel kind of like unfocused and not silly winding, but like it feels like they just have paths to run through for the sake of it. I will say something I have just realized is that kind of like going out of your way to achieve the good future objective in every zone in Sonic CD makes me appreciate those levels more because I'm seeing more of them and learning the layouts actively. I think trying to wrap my head around going for the checkpoints in these zones kind of helped a bit. I get the feeling it won't help much with something like Oil Ocean, which is always going to just be a mess of a level that feels like it goes nowhere and then it's over. But it did make trying to get around Aquatic Ruin at the very end, after it stopped killing me over and over, it did make that fun. Well, you know, the funny thing is, I'm up here at a checkpoint, but I don't need it. Alright. 50 rings, everybody. Wow, and I got an achievement and everything, too. And it was right at the end of the act. I forgot I was at the end of the act. Come on, we gotta have a good time with Supersonic, and we especially gotta have it in Hilltop, where there's so much stuff that can hurt you if you're flying around all over the place. So, you know, what's better than flying around all over the place but invincible, right? Right? You get it. So let's do it, right? That's not gonna be fast enough. I need you to do that again. Thank you. I had no idea where I was going to land. That was terrifying. But I did it. I just wanted to see what was gonna happen. And I could have landed right on that orb. I don't remember what those guys' names are. I'm sorry. I know, like, the names of almost every Sonic 1 Badnik, or maybe every Sonic 1 Badnik, but not every Sonic 2 Badnik. Only the ones that matter. Like Rexon over here. Hi, Rexon. I've kind of, I gotta say, I kind of made it a thing playing this game, not to bother with Rexons at this point. Like, they're not doing anything to me. They're just hanging around. They're just hanging out. They are living happily in their best climate, just chilling in the lava. And like, they look so happy. Why should I do anything about that? Hello? Okay, yeah, this is a Marble Garden type moment. It's just the ground was moving real slowly. I didn't know what to think. Well, anyway. Oh, I still have to wait for it. Do I? Yeah. But not for long. And then it's over. You know, I'm feeling pretty greedy right now. I really want those 3 ring monitors up there. Delicious. Isn't this fun? It's supersonic. I'd never done this in Sonic 2 before. I just soared right over that checkpoint. It didn't matter to me. That's awesome. Didn't even get to come up for air, he did. Yeah, we're gonna have a good rest of Sonic 2 right now. You know why? Because I'm gonna get 50 rings in every act, and I'm just gonna blow through this. I spent so much time and effort to get to this point. It's time to capitalize on it. Not if stuff like that happens. Those lightning bug enemies, you know, it's I come back to my tried and true Sonic Badnik philosophy. If you can't hurt it, it's a bad Badnik. It's why I have a big problem with bubbles in Sonic 3, even though that is a Badnik with a fun, you know, timing gimmick. Kind of like the lightning bugs, that at least has a little better timing to it. It doesn't last quite as long. I still have a problem with those guys because you can't even hit them with the insta shield. When they have their spikes out, they are completely invincible, and that just feels silly. Like, if I'm invincible, I should be able to take care. I should be able to dispatch you. Just period. If I can dispatch you ever, I should be able to bop you when you got your spikes out. If I'm invincible, which the insta shield does for a few frames, and being invincible from having gotten hurt does for a while, and being invincible from being super does for quite a while. Like, none of those things will let you destroy a Bubbles Badnik if it has the spikes out. These lightning bug enemies, they do the exact same thing, and I don't like it. I simply think it's bad. But you know, the nice thing is, they just can't hurt me at all right now, because I'm invincible. Can I get to 100 rings right now? Maybe not, because I forgot I had to grab onto that grabby thing, that hold on to thing, in order to open the path forward. I lost a lot of rings doing that. Probably not gonna happen. Have I devolved into describing what's happening on screen? You know, maybe. But that's okay, it's Sonic 2. You saw the good part. We're at Mystic Cave. Time's running out. It's all downhill after this, you know? We're gonna hit Oil Ocean. I'm gonna get depressed. Everyone's gonna get depressed with me. They're not gonna know what's going on. I'm not going to know what's going on. And then it'll be over, suddenly. We're all just doomsday prepping for the last 4 zones of Sonic 3. I just said Sonic 3. That's weird. That's not even like a slip or anything. I don't feel that way about Sonic 3. I don't even feel that way about Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Weird. Well, let's go Super. Let's go Super, grab some rings, and have some fun. I wish Tails could go Super with me. Like, I know he can't. I know his whole thing is, outside of Mania, he doesn't go Super, he only goes Hyper. Or rather, he goes Super when you get the Super Emeralds. But like, you know, I'm looking at him there, and he's just standing on the spikes over and over because I'm there, and he doesn't know what's going on. He's getting hurt a bunch. And it's just sad. I was trying to like cook up an analogy there for like something that happens to animals in real life, and I couldn't think of anything. You know, I was trying to say something along the lines of, it's like watching a puppy do this, but I couldn't think of anything. What does a puppy do that watching Tails stand on spikes for a minute is like? I mean, if you've got an answer for that, you can go ahead and post in the comments, but like, I don't know. Maybe nobody's on my wavelength, you know? That's probable. I bet nobody's on my wavelength. Not to make me special or anything, I'm just weird. You know, different things. Alright. Well, you know the drill. The goal now is to make Oil Ocean fun and fast and tolerable by using our newfound ability to skip everything. We're going to make it nice, fun, and easy by playing it safe for a bit, getting some rings. We're saving up for the future. We're building up a deposit that we can cash out later when we most need it, which is right now. All right. Now the other fun aspect of choosing to can't think of the word. That's okay. We'll just say activate. Choosing to activate super. Oh, that's bad. If anyone understands what happened there. Okay. The risk of choosing to activate super early in the level with only 50 sub rings is I could run out and not finish the level super. Oh no. Well, that's what I'm going to be doing to increase the tension artificially in this LP. Because if I'm being real, I'm not engaged right now. I'm doing this to keep myself engaged. So, in all likelihood, you also are not engaged. So I'm doing this to keep you engaged. Now, let's hope I don't make a stupid jump that gets me crushed again. That was nuts. Sometimes the physics in these games, is a bit much. Sometimes. And thanks to the way the retro engine version of these games in particular handle hitboxes, sometimes it could be a bit more than much, even. Getting crushed is very easy in these versions of the games, to the point where it, like, really bothers some people, and I get it. It just doesn't really bother me that much outside of, like... You know, we'll save that for when we get to Sonic 3. Just saying. Oh, hey, they even have the screen shake for Sonic's Drop Dash, or Super Sonic's Drop Dash in this. It's kind of funny. I'm a little surprised they put in the effort. Just a little bit. Because they sure didn't nail the Drop Dash otherwise. I have heard that the Drop Dash in Sonic 3 and Knuckles in this works just like it did in Mania because... Well, you know who made the Sonic 3 and Knuckles remake in this. I'm not surprised they can make it just like it was in Mania. Oh hey, a stray coin. Where am I going? Once again, the problem of Oil Ocean comes up. Where am I going? Oh, well, I guess that works. Are we at the end yet? Can we be at the end? I'd really like to be at the end. Yay! I like it when I'm at the end. Speaking of being at the end, we are so close to the end of Sonic 2, and I'm very excited to put this behind me and move on to greener pastures. Maybe I'm saying that a little early. It's only Oil Ocean 2. We still have all of Metropolis and Wing Fortress and the final boss to deal with. But hey, at least you don't have the looming threat of game overs. Thank you, Anniversary Mode. Ooh, yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I went up too high and came back down with too much speed as a result to be able to actually fit into that gap again on the way down. Wasn't gonna happen. I might not actually be able to get 50 rings just because Oil Ocean is a zone of vagrants who love to shoot at you. Projectile fiends. Snipers, if you will. Oh, I just dodged those for no good reason, but I got it. Got it on the rebound. I saved it, everyone. Now, we'll see if that means anything, if I don't just lose all these rings again very soon. Thanks to one of those seahorse enemies. It just seems like Oil Ocean isn't being as kind to me in terms of giving me rings that I can use, that I can make use of, that I can use. It just doesn't want to. That makes me sad. You know, I miss when there was cooperation in the world of Sonic 2 and me, in our world. You gotta admit, that was pretty slick. This is what it's about. Play these games to have sometimes some split-second fun moments where I can't fight the boss super. I screwed up. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just saying, we're gonna be fine. Oh, that went just low enough. I wasn't sure. Oh, that's fine. Tails got enough hits for me. Oh, Tails, no! Well, you were such a helpful little buddy. Thank you so much. You'll be remembered. We're so close. Every act, I'm just like, oh my god, it's so close to being over. Well, I have one thing to talk about here, and I alluded to it earlier. Fans of the channel may remember when I played a little ROM hack called Underwater Metropolis Zone, Sonic 2 UMZ, and it was probably the most hellish hack that I've played ever. And I know there are some really rough and difficult Sonic ROM hacks out there that I'll probably never play. UMZ was enough of a novelty for me to be interested in, especially because I just played Sonic 1 UMZ, a hack by a separate author. I can't remember the Sonic 2 UMZ hack author right now, which is a little frustrating. I didn't think about it before coming into this, so why would I have? Why would that have been relevant in my brain? But Sonic 1 UMZ and Sonic 3 UMGZ, something I'd like to play on this channel at some point, or by the Invisible Sun. Anyway, though, that's a whole winding thing. The thing I wanted to say is that, like, playing Underwater Metropolis Zone, I don't know yet if it gave me an appreciation for Metropolis Zone. Probably not, but it did lead to me understanding the level design a lot more, which is really interesting. Because if I'm being real, I feel like Metropolis Zone still has the kind of general issue that Sonic 2 level design does, where it goes in all sorts of directions in a way that doesn't really convey where the proper direction is. It's super easy to end up falling down somewhere in Metropolis Zone and thinking, is this progress? I'm not sure, but I'll go down here, and end up backtracking effectively because there was no reason to go down there, and you have to kind of reorient yourself to find the way forward. That's maybe not an inherently bad thing, it's just not something I like in Sonic games. It's not something I really like about this game. It's the sort of thing you could maybe run into in places like Casino Night, also. Where else? Like Oil Ocean, I almost had that. I definitely feel like that's an Oil Ocean kind of problem. And for sure, with the open nature of the level design in Wing Fortress, that's also a Wing Fortress problem. And like, the thing that playing Underwater Metropolis Zone did for me was that it forced me to have to figure out what the actual way forward was the entire time. Because if I wasn't on the move to get to the next safe zone, to get to the next bubble, I would just lose myself over and over. I would just drown over and over because I would not be in the place the level designer wanted me to be in. And that's a combination of Metropolis Zone's existing level design and where the author of that hack chose to put the bubble generators in the underwater version. So it wasn't solely to do with the ROM hacker, but they sure leaned into it, you know? They took an aspect of Metropolis Zone's design and used it to make it a much, much more frustrating experience. And that's also an example of me going out of my way to play something that was pretty frustrating, and I got frustrated a lot playing it on camera, and ended up coming out of it having had, oh my god, that was a great interaction. I want to do that again. Can I do that again? Can I do that again? I came out of it having had a pretty good time. Look at that. That's awesome. It's stupid. It's really stupid. That's really dumb that that happens when you try to drop dash on these gears. And I love it. I'll do that forever, I think. But not today. That's an example of me doing something frustrating and having a good time with it at the end. Even though it was bad to start off with and was bad for a while. Because it was something that I did for myself and did successfully, I ended up coming out of it feeling pretty good, having accomplished something, which was beating something that was very difficult and unfriendly toward me. And like I said, playing through that gave me a better sense of Metropolis Zone's level design because I could actually learn what parts of the level led to other parts of the level. And once I started to see particular chunks of the level as the way to go to progress, well, it just got to be a lot easier to handle. Now, the other funny thing was it took that ROM hack for me to realize also that the wall bumpers that are in places in Metropolis Zone, those bounce you up higher if you're holding the jump button. Never realized that. I always, my entire life, just thought it was inconsistent. Which is funny, and sad, because it meant that there was a part at the end of, near the end of Act 3, where I genuinely, just for most of my life, believed that you had no choice but to get hurt by one particular slicer at the top of the bumper wall corridor, because there's no way to get over it. Either that or you just got lucky, and it just happened to shoot you over. It turns out, there's no luck involved, you just had to actually be holding the jump button, and then you would bounce off high enough to get over it. Like, if you position yourself well enough, at least, because you could still end up going up those bumpers in a way that ended up just shooting you right into it, but that's a whole nother thing. See, like, yeah, I just shot through most of that because it was supersonic, but at the same time, for once in my life, I had, like, a feel for where I was supposed to be going. Like, you know, remember the good old times when I got to Act 3 and I was like, Act 3... and then made a funny noise with the music. Like, that was fun. But I don't really feel that way anymore. I get to Act 3, and it's like, yeah, I have this. It's just a little bit further. And the other nice thing is, a lot of these set pieces were made a lot worse by being underwater in a lot of ways. One of the most major ones is that because you would just move slower and you had a timer on you, some things that like are totally normal to do, like try to jump up through these platforms and not be able to, and just be like, oh, okay, I'll just jump like a half second later, then I'll just wait. Become much more frustrating because that half second becomes a second and a half. And then you miss it again, and now you're that much closer to drowning. Or sometimes you'll get hit by something like, say, one of those stray asteroid spikes, and you'll end up falling for a while before you actually regain control. And you just have to deal with that. And it's, oh, cool, I forgot that that was there. So mean. So unnecessary. It's, like, intensely unnecessary. So, like, coming back to regular Metropolis Zone, it's like playing it with, my Rock Lee wrist weights taken off. I feel like intense power. It's nothing, it's just Metropolis Zone. Oh, I'm sorry, you still have trouble with Metropolis Zone? I understand. Never mind, okay. I thought there was, I thought it was just funny, the way that drop dashing onto these worked, but it looks like they're just coded wrong. It seems, to me, that maybe Sonic Team bungled something in bringing this version of the game to Origins, because you're supposed to be able to land on the spokes of these gears and jump off them, but I can't. That's really strange. I don't know what they did. Good job. I don't know how you did that. Hey, we're actually near the end already. You know, ish. Be there in a moment. I'm thinking of how you take one of those platforms to the boss, but I still think you don't encounter one of those until you're kind of close anyway. Oh man. This is actually a big problem that they screwed up the gears like this. It's gonna make platforming in this section a lot more annoying. See if we can do it. Just fall between the gaps. Ooh. Hey, you know, I said all that about Metropolis Zone, but that doesn't mean that the enemies aren't still annoying in configurations like that. I have a better time. I didn't say that I didn't say that it was a good level. Wow, isn't this just the most enthralling gameplay you've ever seen? Man, Sonic 2 is such a cool game. Man, Sonic 2 is such a cool game. Everyone loves this. No, you know, I spent a lot of this LP trying to figure out if I was really just being a contrarian when I say I don't really like this game compared to the other ones. If I am just pushing against the grain, going against the grain, pushing back. That's the two things I just mashed up there. When it comes to other people saying it's their favorite or saying it's a really polished, cool, and good Sonic game. No, I think I just don't really like it that much. It's just such a serviceable game that has like a lot of these obvious faults in it. And I wouldn't choose to play it over playing any other classic Sonic game. But I also wouldn't like scoff at the idea of playing it. It's not a bad game. It just gets put on this weird pedestal. Like it's just a fine game. People tend to glaze over its issues, I think. Okay, well, I might be able to do this. I might be able to do this. No, not like that. That doesn't set me up very well at all. And, you know... I go back to earlier thoughts a lot by saying, and you know. I don't know if I like that. It's kind of starting to annoy me. You ever get annoyed by your own verbal tics? I do this all the time. It's intensely frustrating. Like, doing a Let's Play, being a Let's Player, doing Let's Plays, and hearing yourself talk as you talk and thinking about the fact that you're talking and how you say things is a blessing and a curse, I tell ya. Okay, the thing I wanted to say, in particular, was earlier when I was talking about accessibility stuff, and talking about how people will probably still have difficulty with Sonic bosses and the level design, because those things are not changed by any accessibility features that are put in these modern ports of the games. Though the level design is changed if you go back and play something like Sonic Jam. I feel like that's a good example of why that can still be a problem, and why people whose like gut reaction to live systems being removed from games like this is like, oh, it's gonna make it so easy though. No one's going to like get it. Those people are overreacting, I gotta say, because yeah, Infinite Lives will let you learn a boss like the Metropolis Zone boss better, but I gotta say it's really hard to learn anyway. The timing window for hitting it without taking damage is rough. Even as you knock some away in the first few hits, you knock some of those egg, balloon, whatevers away, it's still real rough. They don't give you much in the way of openings unless you happen to time it just right. Ended up getting rid of two that were next to each other in the loop. Like, it's not easy. I'm telling you now. If anyone out there thinks the Metropolis Zone boss is easy, I just can't understand them on a fundamental level, you know? And I guess they can understand me. That's unfortunate, but we as people are not meant to understand each other entirely. It's okay, we can live and accept. What was I talking about? That boss sucks, I hate it. Yo, it's Flying Battery! That's my favorite Sonic and Knuckles zone! Oh, I love it when the Flying Battery showed up at the end of Rooftop Run Classic and Sonic Generations. Just making up a guy who calls every aircraft carrier in a Sonic game the Flying Battery. You know, I always thought it was so interesting how they had two different levels in the Flying Battery zone in Sonic Adventure. Yeah, they had like one where you're on the deck, and they had the one where you're on the inside. Yeah, they had two Flying Battery levels. Flying Battery zone. Oh no, you still get stuck on the airplane, on the tornado, the biplane. At the start there, invisible walls. Can't jump. You gotta wait for it to start falling. See, they don't want you to ruin the moment, the cinematic nature of that moment of the tornado getting shot down by hopping off it early. What if you could go off screen before it gets shot? Oh, that would just ruin everything. Oh, that'd be awful. Hey, is it even, like, advisable to try going Super in Wing Fortress? I don't know, I'll do it anyway. See, it's fine. It wasn't actually a problem. You got scared for nothing. You should watch yourself on that front. You know, have a little trust in me. I'm fine. I'm playing a game that I know and I can play. You don't have to be scared about anything. I want those. I want those, and I want to not have my controls locked when I jump from a roll. I'll complain about it every game. I'll complain about it every single game that it's in. Has anyone ever, like, gone back to disable the roll jump control lock in the original Genesis games through, even just like a Game Genie code or something? I bet that's possible, right? Maybe. Maybe that's asking too much. Maybe it's well, it'd probably be multiple codes. That would check out. But, like, it's probably doable through multiple codes. I bet. I should look into that. That'd be very funny. Oh no! Okay, I see. They put a little wind current there to stop you from trying to do what I just did. I bet you anything, though, that just jumping in that section while super is likely to get you hit by that wind current, even if you're trying to do the platforming, because you jump too high. That's scary. That's scary to think about. Getting punished for playing the game normally Kinda not a point in the stone's favor. Just saying. Oh, I'm so smooth. This is what it's about. Play a video game to feel yourself. You play a game to be like, oh yeah, I can do that, and enjoy the fact that you can do that. It doesn't have to be for anyone else. I know some people would watch my LP at that moment, would watch what I just did, and the fact that I went, oh, I'm so smooth, and be like, oh, stop, like, stop feeding your own ego, you know, like, I don't know, maybe they're not wrong on some level there, but like, shut up, I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for me. It's for me. I would really like to go super again, so we're going to actually take a moment to make sure we get those rings, but the other thing I'm going to do is miss the platforms. So all that effort was for naught, actually. Sorry, everyone. I made a mistake. I guess I'm not that perfect. Anyway, the thing I wanted to do, which I will do when I get over there, is I wanted to try that platforming without being super, so that I don't run into the risk of the thing that I just said could happen. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to, like, actually try the platforming and then just get brushed off, knocked off Wing Fortress for trying. No, I wanna have a good time. And I will say, I don't think Wing Fortress really wants anyone to have a good time. It's one of its major character flaws. You know, if you look at its bio page on the Sonic Origins website, it lists specifically for negative traits, doesn't like other people having fun. Which is a pretty horrid trait, to be honest. I don't know if you can be much, like, worse as a person without being the kind of person who just doesn't think of other people at all, like, at all. Oh my god, hey, this conveyor belt works now. That was probably true in the mobile version as well. I just never really cared because I don't play Sonic too often enough, and I don't go to play the mobile version this far in. So there's not really a thing that comes up. Oh hey, I have 82 rings. Yeah, I think like one of the worst things you can be as a person is someone who actively thinks other people shouldn't have fun. That's weird. That's really weird of you. Why do you feel that way? What happened to you to make you think it's bad for people who are not me to have fun? But hey, this is a fun boss to fight, Super. Oh man. Look, I can just reach it from the ground. Oh, they gave it the Sonic 3 charging and shooting noise. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, Sonic 1 and 2 have very specific sound design that, like, it's not like it's divorced from Sonic 3, but Sonic 3 builds on it in a way that like, makes it feel different and gives that game a distinct sound compared to Sonic 1 and 2, but whatever. I'll criticize that decision and then move on with my life. Thanks, Tails. Thank you for getting up here before we left Atmosphere. Now see, the breathing is not like a factor in why leaving the atmosphere is a harder or difficult or strenuous thing. No, it's the fact that a plane couldn't do it. Like, even with the jet engine that Tails just slapped on there before coming to our aid just then, there's no way he could have left orbit with that. Or, yeah, left orbit. Whereas, like, a rocket ship? Yeah, easy. You see, a rocket ship has got like 7 of those jet engines. Way different. Huh, I got to see Mecha Sonic load in. That's funny. Okay, yeah. Timed that bad. I remembered at last second that, like, the smartest way to hurt Mecha Sonic here is by jumping from the ground right next to it. Oh, but I jumped too soon and went right through it while it was invulnerable. Do you think Mecha Sonic uses he/him pronouns? Has anyone ever asked? Does anyone ever think about Mechasonic's feelings? I don't know, I get the feeling that most people don't. Ah, I walked right into it, rather. Maybe, instead of throwing myself at it over and over again trying to do the optimal strategy, I should just try to do what I know will work. And then have a higher success rate while taking longer per attempt. You know, I'm pretty sure the camera is supposed to be locked vertically there. Not to just keep lumping blame onto Sonic Team for small things, but like, you know, nobody who worked on the mobile remasters had anything to do with porting them to Origins. So, I'm just saying, it's not really anyone else that could have been at fault for new bugs and hiccups and camera quirks like that. I'm just saying. Also, fun fact, apparently my friend Brett is playing Unreal Tournament 2 right now. I think that was 2. The notification showed up and then didn't. It went away. And I wanted to vocalize it because I thought I was going to be vocalized and immortalize that in my Sonic 2 LP forever. But then I just, I blanked on the thing that I read. I gotta give myself a little more space than that when getting away from this thing, because I really don't want to get bopped by those spike fists. Okay, well, let's go fight Mechasonic again. You know, probably one of the most important things they could have done for this collection to make it easier on new players would have been to put a checkpoint between these two bosses. If I'm being real, I think that would have made a huge, huge difference for player retention at the very end of this game. Because Death Egg is rough. Not for like reasons of what I just did, that was just me being silly. But Death Egg is rough. Even if you try to take these fights really carefully, really seriously for a moment, which is again not what I'm doing, they will take a long time, and you'll probably still get hurt at places that are really frustrating and then have to go through them taking a long time again. And ain't that just the reality of it? At least the bosses are very pattern-focused, pattern-based. So, any attentive player can start to, over the course of multiple attempts, really learn what the bosses do. But, again, point against that, you really don't get that much leniency with the Death Egg robot in particular, because it's so rare that you get to hit it, and because dying to it sends you back to Mechasonic. So there's a lot of problems. We can all acknowledge this. Yay. See, that's what a good Mechasonic fight looks like. Oh, and I guess also the other obvious thing they really could have done, they really could have done for this, is to give players any rings. I don't super mind Sonic boss fights where you have no rings. I can handle the challenge of trying to get in there with the risk of any hit being your last. I can get behind that. At least, like, I can get behind it enough. But certainly, new players who have been relying on the rings gimmick to get through a lot of challenges in these games would struggle with that a lot more, and it's honestly a little surprising they didn't make a change like that, being real. Oh, I just completely missed hitting it. Well, that's fine. We got more opportunities. It's all good. Oh, Unreal Tournament 2004. That's right, they're numbered by years, not by like numbered sequels, right? Right? Is that true? Look, I don't play first-person shooters. I don't know anything about Unreal Tournament. Don't ask me. I jumped too late. See, to get those hits in there before he bows down at any point and makes it easier to hit him, you really have to time your jumps so that you touch him at the very top of your arc, you know? That's kind of tricky. But it's doable. Yeah, I'll style on him a little bit. I'll do my little walkie dance. Hey, I didn't even know I could get in the hit right there. That's cool. This is how to play it. What was that, like 6 hits? Maybe 5? You can't touch me. Come on, dude. He thinks he can reach me from over there. That's so funny. What does he know? But you know, I really had it, right? Yes! I got it. Kind of popped off there because the pressure was starting to get to me of how long this was taking me to do. I mean, I was gonna cut it out. I have cut it out. You're watching this right now. I cut out all me doing those other shots at it. But you know, I was getting tired, so I'm glad that I got it. Good old Sonic 2 ending. Well, hey, this is the first time I get to show off the Supersonic Sonic 2 ending, which is the less good one, where it's not like Tails actually helps us or anything. We were perfectly fine because we could just go super as we left the Death Egg. Not a problem. But you know, it's good to see him there. We'd love to see Tails. Just takes away from the moment of him being the ultimate good friend that we really needed, where he ends up saving us because we needed it. But it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's alright. Our good buddy Tails. He's here to save the day. He's here to gain the end. I just don't feel like singing. I got that out of my system with Sonic 2. Or Sonic CD. You can tell I'm brain fried because I'm still saying other games than Sonic. I'm still saying games other than the games I actually mean. For like no reason. Sonic 2 wasn't even on screen when I said Sonic 2. Whatever. Whatever. It's over. Sonic 2's done. There's no more Sonic 2. But we still gotta sit here through the credits. Yeah, I'm out of things to say. I mean, shoutouts to Yamaguchi. I love Tails in this game. happy to have seen you next game. Bill Willis. Billis Willis. Billis Will Billis? Will Billis. William Billis. Willard Billis. Willard Billis. Willard Billis. You know, just to have something to say, this credit sequence I never really thought about as much more boring than Sonic 1's, because obviously they had more credits to get out of the way and they couldn't do the same thing they did before where they interspersed them with gameplay scenes. You know, I miss those gameplay scenes, they were fun. But they can't do it now. They can't because they got too many people to credit and not enough time with how long the music medley is. Oh, that's the Sonic 1 and 2 theme. That means we're almost done. I can stop filling time until the thing people are actually excited to see, which is the Sonic Origins Sonic 2 ending cutscene, plays. Look at that! He's so upset that his Death Egg robot got trashed, and he doesn't even whose eyes are those? Whose eyes are those in the bushes? Who's that? Do I know them? Oh, cool. Yeah. That checks out. Yeah.